What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to the video. Today, I'm doing race picks for the 2023 AG Pro 300. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. This week in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, headed to the longest racetrack on the NASCAR Xfinity Series schedule. That's an oval track at Talladega Superspeedway, the 2.66-mile racetrack. The last time Xfinity Series raced here in the spring race at Talladega, Austin Hill put up a dominating fashion, but unfortunately got spun out by another contender, and Noah Grace to pick up another victory, holding off Jeffrey Earnhardt. He will not be racing in the NASCAR Xfinity Series race this time around, though, at Talladega Superspeedway. So now, let's jump into picks. Before we go ahead and jump into picks, let's take a look at the race weather for this week. The weather so far, keep this in mind, it's Monday when I'm recording this video, but the weather is not looking too great so far. It's going to be 72 degrees the high, with right now 63 degrees the low, but right now there's a 60% chance of scattered thunderstorms. Keep in mind, it's so early in the week where there's a really good chance weather could play a factor and a role in this weekend's race at Talladega when it does come to the weather. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into picks. For those who are new to the channel, here's how picks work on the channel. I do two stock picks for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Two drivers I expect to struggle have had good runs or going to continue their struggle buses. Two underdog picks. Two drivers expect to run really, really good and under fun equipment. And I do my winner's pick. The driver thinks going to win the race overall. And I do the ones you need to watch out for. Unlike the Cup Series, I got four drivers you need to watch out for along with the race winner. So now, let's jump into picks. Who are my suck picks for this week's Xfinity Series race at Talladega? My first suck pick is a driver who's generally run really, really well this year, but he has made generally a lot of mistakes in the 2023 season. And at Talladega, if you make a mistake and crash out, you're likely not going to come back and contend for the win. My first suck pick is Josh Berry. Not only that, but Josh Berry generally has not been really good in his career on super speedway tracks. I think he's gotten better, but sadly, I don't think Josh Berry is going to be a contender and really, really fast this weekend in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. I think Junior Motorsports is going to give him a contending car, but I think he's going to make a lot of mistakes out on the racetrack, and sadly, I think Josh Berry is going to have a bad run this weekend at Talladega. My second suck pick for this weekend at Talladega Superspeedway is Josh Berry's teammate, Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones had a really fast car at Daytona earlier this year. Unfortunately, got turned by Josh Berry, his teammate. I think Brandon Jones is just going to struggle a little bit this weekend. It's been kind of an off year for Brandon Jones this season. I think he's still trying to gel with the Junior Motorsports team and the Junior Motorsports cars. And like I said, his performance has not been too great so far this season. I think Brandon Jones got another bad run this weekend. I think he finishes outside the top 20, where I think he might crash out this weekend at Talladega Superspeedway. And now we're going ahead and jump on to the underdog picks for this weekend's Xfinity Series race at Talladega. Who are my underdog picks? My first underdog pick is a driver who had a pretty solid run in Martinsville, almost finishing inside the top 10. And this driver finished fourth in the opening race at Daytona. My first underdog pick is Parker Retzlaff. Jordan Anderson Racing has generally been really, really fast historically at tracks like Talladega and Daytona as well. I think that Jordan Anderson Racing is going to bring a really strong car, not just for Parker Retzlaff, but also for Jeb Burton as well. I think Parker's going to be a contender for a top 5 finish, and maybe Parker could steal one and get his first win of 2023, which would be impressive. I think Parker's going to have a pretty solid run this weekend at Talladega. My second underdog pick for this weekend at Talladega Superspeedway is a driver 78 car for BJ McLeod Motorsports, Anthony Alfredo. Anthony Alfredo's had an up-and-down start to the 2023 season, but considering where this team has been in the past, this is the best that BJ McLeod Motorsports has performed generally from start to finish. And I think Anthony Alfredo, who was really strong in Atlanta, had one of the fastest cars in Atlanta on general speed, I think Anthony Alfredo is going to be a pretty big contender to win this weekend at Talladega. I think he's going to qualify very, very well. I think that car is going to be really, really strong, and I think Anthony Alfredo will be a contender to get the victory this weekend here at Talladega. I think he's the underdog pick. I think he's got a shot to get the window this weekend at Talladega. And now we're going ahead and jump on to the winner's pick for this weekend at Talladega. Who is my winner's pick? My winner's pick is a no-brainer. This guy has won both super speed races so far in the 2023 season, and this guy has always been the favorite. I have not seen a driver dominate Xfinity Series races like this since Dale Jr. used to run in the Xfinity Series. My pick's Austin Hill to get it done. Austin Hill has been really strong pretty much throughout the years. Had a couple weeks where he struggled, but generally this year, already having 3 wins in the 2023 season. He's a championship favorite in my opinion, and I think he will get his 4th win of the 2023 season. I think RSR is going to bring some really fast cars, some really strong pieces, and I think Austin Hill will come off the corner first and he will get his first for victory of the 2023 NASCAR Xfinity Series season. So now we're going to jump on to the ones you need to watch out for this weekend's Xfinity Series race at Talladega. Who are the drivers you should continue to watch out for? The first driver you should watch out for is a driver who's been really strong throughout 2023 season, is coming off of picking up a second win of the 2023 season, and that is John Hunter Nemechek. John Hunter Nemechek almost won the Daytona opener, finishing second, and he's been generally really fast throughout the 2023 season. I think Joe Gibbs Racing is going to give him a really strong piece, a really strong car, and I think it'll be a pretty big factor to get the victory. I think it'll be absolutely a big threat to win this weekend's Xfinity Series race at Talladega. The second driver you should watch out for in the NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Talladega is a driver in the 98 car for Stewart-Haas Racing, Riley Herbst. Riley Herbst is going to run the Cup Series race, so I have a little bit of practice from that. But Riley Herbst, I think, is going to be a really strong contender for the win this weekend. He's been really fast. I know the last 2 weeks for Riley have not gone as good. That being said, he's been really fast throughout this year. Stewart-Haas Racing has given him some really strong cars, some really strong pieces, and I think they're going to continue to give him some really good contending pieces. I think he'll be up there dueling for the lead with Austin Hill. I think he's got a really good chance to get it done this weekend in the Xfinity Series race at Talladega. The third driver you should watch out for Talladega is a driver of the 48 car for Big Machine Racing, Parker Kligerman. Not only do I expect Parker Kligerman to be really fast in qualifying, because there are ECR engines, and especially the 48 team, in qualifying for to Daytona Talladega, always tends to go well, but Parker Kligerman is a pretty good super speed racer. Now, I understand that Parker made a lot of mistakes at Daytona, and he hopefully will not make those same mistakes again that he made at Daytona. But I don't think he's going to make those same mistakes. I think it'll be a pretty big factor, pretty big contender. And like I said, Big Machine Racing is going to give him a very strong car for this weekend's NASCAR Xfinity Series race. I expect it to be a threat for the victory this weekend at Talladega. And the fourth and final driver you should watch out for this weekend's Xfinity Series race at Talladega is a driver of the 2 car for Rich Schultz Racing, Sheldon Creed. Sheldon Creed was one of the few cars that really could contend with Austin Hill in the Xfinity Series race at Daytona and in the Xfinity Series race at Atlanta as well. I think Sheldon Creed is going to have a good chance to get it done. I think that, like Austin Hill, I think they're going to put a lot of eggs in the basket of this weekend, and Sheldon Creed could potentially get his first career Xfinity Series victory. He's come close to getting it done. I know he's a little frustrated with the COG drivers after this weekend's race at Martinsville, but nonetheless, I do believe that Sheldon Creed has a really good chance to get it done this weekend at Talladega. So, those are my race picks for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Talladega. Just a reminder, my suck picks are Josh Berry, Brandon Jones. My underdog picks are Parker Retzlaff, Anthony Alfredo. My winner's pick is Austin Hill. And the ones to watch are John Hunter Nemechek, Riley Herbst, Parker Kligerman, and Sheldon Creed. Those are my picks. So, that is going to be it for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race picks video for Talladega. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so you know if I win a video, does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, as for me on Patreon as well. Links go below with that, and comment your thoughts below and your picks below for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Talladega. Let me know your suck picks, let me know your underdog picks, and let me know the driver you're picking for the win this weekend at Talladega. And let me know the drivers you're watching out for along with the winner of the race. Let me know your picks in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, we're going to have the NASCAR Cup Series race picks from Talladega Super Speedway. There might be a second video on the channel depending if any major news breaks. Then on Wednesday, we have another video on the channel, a NASCAR news video, of course. Then on Thursday, we're going to have a special video on the channel. Not entirely sure what it will be, but there will be special content on the channel that I think you're going to enjoy. Then on Friday, we'll have a NASCAR news video on the channel. And then Saturday, we'll have the NASCAR Xfinity Series reactions to that race that happens. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for some more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.